Hey everyone, and welcome back! Today, we're diving into the tiny world that makes up everything around us, the atom. What exactly is an atom? Think of it as the smallest possible piece of an element that still behaves like that element. For example, a single atom of gold is still gold. When atoms team up, they form molecules. How two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom create a water molecule. The way we picture the atom has changed a lot over time. It all started with John Dalton in 1808, who thought atoms were just tiny, solid balls. Then, in 1898, J.J. Thomson came up with the plum pudding model, imagining the atom as a positively charged sphere with negatively charged electrons scattered inside. But things got really interesting in 1911 with Ernest Rutherford. He shot tiny particles at a thin sheet of gold foil and discovered that atoms are mostly empty space. He proposed a model with a small, dense, positive center called the nucleus, with electrons orbiting it. A few years later, Niels Bohr refined this, suggesting electrons travel in specific energy levels or shells, kind of like planets orbiting the sun. This brings us to the modern quantum model, developed by Schrödinger in 1926. It's the one we use today. It tells us that electrons don't have fixed paths, but exist in regions of probability called orbitals. It's a bit weird, but it's the most accurate picture we have. So, what's inside an atom? Three main particles. In the nucleus, we have protons, which have a positive charge, and neutrons, which have no charge. Whizzing around outside the nucleus are the electrons, which have a negative charge. Protons and neutrons are relatively heavy, while electrons are super lightweight. 2. Numbers are key to understanding any atom. The atomic number, represented by Z, and the mass number, A. The atomic number is simply the number of protons, and it defines the element. For instance, any atom with 6 protons is carbon. The mass number is the total count of protons and neutrons in the nucleus. Now, let's talk about some cool variations. Isotopes are atoms of the same element that have different numbers of neutrons. Isobars are atoms of different elements that have the same mass number. And isotones are atoms that have the same number of neutrons. So how do electrons arrange themselves? They fill up those energy shells, starting from the one closest to the nucleus and moving outwards. Shell. The electrons in the outermost shell are called valence electrons, and they're the real players in chemical reactions. Atoms love to have a full outer shell, usually with 8 electrons. This is called the octet rule. To achieve this, they can gain, lose, or share their valence electrons with other atoms, forming chemical bonds. And that's a quick tour of the atomic structure. From tiny particles to the rules that govern their behavior, understanding atoms is the key to unlocking the secrets of chemistry. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more science content. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.